Tuesday saw the promised game update for The Sims 4, brought a new look to the main menu background, and saw many issues with the EA app. However, there's still no official announcements on the rumored Sims 1 and Sims 2 re-release, but there is another rumor about the next Sims 4 expansion pack. The Sims also announced another giveaway, this time on their Discord. Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to my Sims news video. So regarding that game update, the Sims Direct tweeted, Simmers, today we released a small patch to address missing clutter items across base game and multiple packs, and the issue regarding overlapping festivals and floating objects. And then for more information, check out the patch notes. And this was in follow-up to the tweet from last week where they said that we were getting a small patch this week, which we did indeed get. So here are the update notes, and the main thing from this sort of intro is that they say that they've officially moved to the EA Forums, EA's new platform for community engagement and reports. As part of the migration, they've also moved the open reports and their corresponding Me Too's to the EA Forums. And then they say to visit the EA Forums to share with them any issues you might be experiencing, because that's their primary source for information, troubleshooting, gathering information on issues being reported. So it is replaced, or will be replacing, I say, Answers HQ. However, as per this report, and I've already done a video on this, the EA Forums are actually unavailable until the 29th, which is when it's going to be launching with fully with all language supports and whatnot, but they didn't say what time it's launching, so I don't know when on the 29th it's going to be launching, but that will be where you go once it is launched fully, and who knows, maybe it'll be up by the time this video goes live. And then they go back to say, for the most up-to-date information on the release across all platforms, follow the Sims Direct, i.e. on Twitter, or join the Sims Discord. So the actual notes say, for the bug fixes and updates for base game, this bug report was from the EA Forums, where they said they addressed multiple cases where festival objects from different events, romance, flea market, spice, and humor and hijinks overlapped on lots in San Myshuno. Additionally, rogue objects such as coffee cups, plates, flowers, cupcakes, crates, and boxes will no longer appear randomly floating or scattered around the city. So this is supposed to be fixed. Of course, usually I would go to the forums, or in the past Answers HQ, to see if it's actually closed and no new reports, but right now I can't do that. So if there's still issues, I will be back to let you know. But at a preliminary, I know a few people who were testing it. I had no festivals to test it with, and they said it was fixed for them, so hopefully it is indeed fixed. They also fixed an issue where the full body outfit was wearable for female Sims, but it shouldn't have been because it didn't actually work, and that outfit was from the Casanova Cave kit. So that's been fixed, and it no longer shows up when you clear the masculine filter for females to wear because it didn't, wasn't appropriate. Also, the Casanova Cave top tucks in properly. I didn't actually check. Honestly, the forums were sort of up and down when I was going to them today, so I couldn't really look very closely. And then they missed some things in the last patch notes that actually had happened. So you can see hover tips will show up quicker when moving your mouse around the HUD. Lessons improvements, fixed sidebar indentation and linking issues. You can now update traits and aspirations after finishing Create a Sim stories, which I think is new. I don't think you could in the past. I thought that was how it was supposed to be, but it's good if you can. They have some travel improvements. You can click on your sim to travel, and the interaction has been moved up in your phone. And Grim has a new ghastly look. His tattered robe has additional detail exposing his skeletal rib cage, and he has skeleton fingers to match what I had seen floating around, but I hadn't actually seen in my game. So then also for base game and affecting multiple packs, again from the EA Forums, clutter items that were not showing up under the clutter tag in build mode have been fixed. Let there be clutter. I'm going to talk a little bit about that because it's mostly fixed, but there still are a few things that haven't been fixed. So not included in the patch notes, but appears to be fixed, is the issue where Sims couldn't use any dance floor for anything other than slow dancing, depending on what pack you had. And Little Miss Sam updated her Group Dances Last Longer mod to remove the fix that it had for that issue. But apart from that particular fix, I have not seen any reported mod issues, and I heard that mods weren't even disabled with the update. So it appears that this had no or little impact on mods. I've also seen people asking if the bug where it's raining and snowing inside was fixed, and in that case, it wasn't in the patch notes because it wasn't fixed. Per this post reply by Gucci on Blue Sky, you can see that down at the bottom. I had shared that the update had gone live over on Blue Sky, and someone had asked and someone responded. So regarding that clutter bug, most things can now be found in the buy catalog. Most of it is under Clutter, but there are a few things where Clutter doesn't work for them, and so you would find them in other areas. But the thing is, they have tags. And I went through and I found them all the things that are noted there. I used the cloning tool on some of them, and everything I tried it on from this list, it worked. The cloning tool worked. However, there are a few things that either aren't in the catalog at all, or they still don't have their tag. So this post on Blue Sky by Rope shows some items here. This actually has a mix of things that aren't in the catalog at all or don't have their tags. The 3 that are circled are in the catalog. They just don't have tags, and they can't be cloned. Same issue that we had before. And there's also a well from Cottage Living. It's big and it's in the catalog. It can't be cloned. It doesn't have the tag. So here are 7 that I don't see in the catalog at all, at least not for me. And this does have some from that other post. So you can see that there is one from Base Game, one from High School Years, one from Paranormal, one from Moschino, one from Pastel Pop, and 2 from Life and Death. I do still have that room on the gallery that I had put up when this was an issue in the first place. It is still there. You cannot clone these at all. You can't even, if you take your clone tool, you can't even touch them, as I have noted on the screen there. However, you can use the design tool on them to change the color. So you can change them, you just can't clone them. If you take this room, or if someone else has a room on the gallery, you can copy the whole room. You can use the room copy, and you can make a whole copy of it and all the items on there. You just can't copy the individual items with the clone tool. So that is still the workaround for these. And of course, since the forums were closed, it couldn't be updated to, add this, and possibly this will be a separate report as opposed to adding on the other one. Note that this was not the birthday update for The Sims 4. Per the birthday roadmap, this will take place next Tuesday, February 4th, which is also when the Sims 4 event begins, and there are some other things going on that day, including the 25-hour live stream. And if you're a Sims Free Play player, there's events for that too. What is happening this week that we know about for sure is that we are getting the 2 creator kits on Thursday, the 30th. They announced that last week. And also next week, with the anniversary, we should be getting the roadmap for The Sims 4. I believe that's what the Motherload season is. And on the 5th, there should be some new Sim Shop merchandise. And the 25th, I don't know if that's possibly when the next EP is coming out, or if that's just when it's going to be announced, but there was a hint or a leak with respect to that, which I'll get to later. And again, nothing announced by EA, of course, not that I would expect it. So the other thing that did happen today is the main menu got a little bit of a new look. The actual background colors and everything is all the same. Here's what it looked like before the update, and here's what it looked like after the update, where you can see the items from the Blast from the Past event showing up there on the left-hand side, and also there's that collectible from it. But on the desk that's been placed there is an in-game computer, but with the picture that looks like a Sims 1 sim that essentially is also the cover photo that they've used in various places, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, that I've seen for sure. Now we're going to touch on the issues that plagued the EA app today. So I didn't get this, but I know some people did, where they had errors logging in, the app couldn't connect to the EA servers, and this is one of the errors that I had seen people were getting, and that was because the EA servers were having problems, and it had nothing to do with your end. It was all to do with that end. And I even had an issue where I was in the game, but I got a 505 error, but I was able to get rid of it. And by that point in time, it actually was up for most people. I know some people were saying that they couldn't see their packs or they couldn't download packs that they had bought. All sorts of issues that were caused by that. The servers should mostly be back up for most people, but if you're still having problems, what I would suggest you do, and I'll have it show here, is to do an EA app recovery, or which is also known as clearing your EA app cache. That can help. The other thing that can help, which again I will show here, is you can go offline. And once, you're going to say, yes, I'm sure. Once you're done with that, you're then going to say, go online, which it still wasn't that good because it took longer to get online than it normally would for me. As you can see, for me, this is long. Normally it comes up quicker than that, but it did finally come up. I wasn't really having problems. I just got this video to show it. And the other thing that you can do is restart your computer. That can sometimes help with issues, especially when the EA servers are down. Sometimes when they come back up, there can be issues, and those things can help you connect even though the issues were really on their end in the first place. So that's why I'm just suggesting that as something that you can try to help if you're still having issues getting in. And the other thing is just to wait, and hopefully it'll be a backup for everybody soon. So as I mentioned, we didn't get an official Sims 1 or Sims 2 re-release announcements, but there were more leaks and speculation. So this has not been announced by EA, but per Anadius, who leaks a lot of things, they said that The Sims and Sims 2 re-release for Windows 10 and 11 on January 31st at 1600 UTC, which when I looked for a conversion, that said it's 8 a.m. Pacific, which is kind of a strange time. Usually they launch things at 10 a.m. Pacific. So I'm not really sure. Anyways, and then the 25th birthday bundle releases at the same time, and the contents weren't listed, so they didn't know what that is. So this is definitely speculation, but this is just another piece of information that's out there with respect to the possible or plausible re-release of those two, again, for Windows 10 and 11, so it's not for console, and it doesn't appear to be for Mac either. So they then went on to say it's not a remake and it's not a remaster. It says a re-release on the cover art, so don't expect any significant improvements. I assume they just made it open on Windows 10 and 11, and that's it. Again, we don't really know anything, and this is still speculation because nothing has been announced. And of course, because nothing has been announced, we do not know what the pricing is going to be and how they're going to do that, assuming this is true. Now, another thing that I just saw leaked by Anadius as I was recording this video is names for the next expansion pack for The Sims 4. So again, this is speculation. This isn't confirmed. It's Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack plus Setup Shop is the bonus content if you buy early. That's all. That's all the details, except for we do know from the roadmap that there are some dates mentioned there, so possibly those dates are maybe for this. It seems likely, if this is true, that that is the case, but that's all I know at the time I'm recording because I just saw this as I was recording this video. So now we're going to talk about the fact that The Sims is doing another giveaway. This time it's on their Discord, and I'm just showing a screenshot just as an FYI. If you're interested in participating in it, you have to join their Discord to go over there, and I'm not going to go over the rules. What I found interesting, though, was what the prize is there. You can see it in small. Now let's take a look at it in big, and now I'm curious if this is just something specifically that's being released for this giveaway, or if this is possibly part of the new birthday merchandise that's supposed to be coming to the Sims shop next Wednesday, February 5th. I don't know, but I'm curious. Some of it's quite cute, and it'd be nice if it was at the shop and not just a special giveaway item. But I would also think that there's possibly some clothes coming in the shop, not in this giveaway. But that was the main thing that I was sort of showing here, was I thought the items were cute. and I wanted to share that here. So if you're interested in the giveaway, as I said, head over to the Sims Discord. I will link it down below. So how did you find the update, and what are your thoughts on the rumored re-release and the rumored expansion pack? I'd love to know in a comment down below. But that's going to be it for this video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!